Hey folks, glad you can join us. We have Ching with us from Revenant. How you doing, Ching? How you feeling?
Feeling good,
Feeling
especially in
good.
India. Yeah,
No doubt after that victory yesterday, my man. What are your thoughts on the Indian Valorant scene in general?
it was kind of hard and it was very competitive. And you know, like it's not even India anymore because there's a lot of players from other countries fighting in the Indian scene. So I
True.
guess we are one of those. So it's very competitive and very enjoyable here.
Well, I'm happy that you're able to enjoy this, Ching. What are your thoughts on the Penta Pro Series Valorant thus far? Because you had day one, but there's a long journey ahead.
I think we're not really, what do you call this? We're not really expecting anything. We're just here to play and think that we can prove something, or we will just show what we practice and you know not become overconfident and just play our game and enjoy the game and be able to compete at our most at our best and not regret anything.
That sounds really cool. I mean, that's a good mindset to enter the tournament in. But again, with the mindset, there comes expectations, right? So, what are your expectations with your upcoming matches?
um just like we will just play our normal thing and hopefully we'll be able to go to higher rankings and try to win our next matches and hopefully we can win against God's Rain and to the upper bracket and be able to qualify for the playoffs.
Hmm. Well, that sounds like a solid plan. Do you have any solid strategies though for your upcoming matches? Anything particularly you anti-stratted against?
Actually, I'm not really we're not really the team that thinks about the enemies. We always think about ourselves. Like basically, the way we lose is like it's not about the enemy. It's about ourselves. It's about how we commit errors, and we are trying to fix that. And we're just focusing on our team and try to think about how we can strengthen our team.
True. I mean, you guys coming from an international background bring a lot of experience to this region, right? In fact, in your previous game, you actually outfragged one tap god who was playing duelists on both the games. So, is there any tips and advice that you could give to any up and coming professional from the South Asian or even the Southeast Asian region for that fact?
Come India, guys, and play piping. It's very different when you play piping. It's like in Mumbai server. It's like I'm the Singaporean, because in Southeast Asia, Singaporean will just wide swing us and kill us like very very sharp. So it feels very good that we have the piping and just be confident on what you're doing. Don't think too much and just enjoy the game because if you enjoy the game, eventually everything will follow. The way you love the game will give back to you.
Yeah, true. You know what? One final question to you, Ching, and this is because how much experience you have, because you've played for teams like Nigma Galaxy, Galaxy Racer, and you've played across players with multiple regions, right? What's the difference you find when you play with players from the South Asian background rather than your typical acquire?
So for me, I think the difference is the play style. In South Asia, teamwork is bigger than individual plays. Okay, so this is what we are learning so much from. So, as someone from Southeast Asia, we are able to learn a lot from our Indian teammates. They give us so much confidence and give us so much team plays with one another. And in Southeast Asia, it's mostly like everything, whatever works, it works, like that. But there's a teamwork, but mostly is on individual. So Southeast Asia is most likely based on how good your individual is, but in South Asia, it's how good your team play is. And it's like it's very good that we are trying to mix it up with the playstyle of South Asia and Southeast Asia, and hopefully we can do it and Yeah, that's it.
Well, you started the tournament off brilliantly, Cheng. You and Revenant Esports put together, and there's a long road ahead for you, certainly. Is there any shout outs, anything you'd like to, anyone you'd like to shout out right before we end the interview?
Yeah, I would like to shout out
Aw.
my mom and dad who's always supporting me. Uh, they supported me even to keep going to other countries, whatever for my passion in gaming, and my girlfriend, Colleen, and especially the Revenant Esports and Boss Rohit because Boss Rohit made it all possible for us. Like we've got lapses, but he was able to make fixes for it, and now we are here in India and enjoying our life and how they treat me and Josh like family and both like brothers. Especially my teammates, they treat us so well. Like we're enjoying life here. We're not even feeling homesick. And shout out to Wim,
Wow.
Josh S, One Top God, um, Guppy, aka Blackhawk, and Paradox, playing currently in Brazil, but we miss him.
Aw. Dude, I think you just won everybody's heart, man. If you didn't have many supporters before this interview, trust me, you have a lot after this interview. Sounds like you and the boys are already, in it with the games, and I can hear all your teammates banter from your mics, so I know you guys are enjoying it at the boot camp. Have a good night, man, and I hope that you do great this tournament.
Thank you.